Anyway, the yarn of the day goes like this, people. I was 12 years old. Me, my younger brother, and my next door neighbour were going to North St Mary's McDonald's. We lived in Tregear. We're just going to hook it through the bush and go get a 30-cent cone. We always used to do that. Walking through the bush, some lads walking towards us. He would have been about the same age as me. I'm pretty sure he's my age. Walking towards us, and my next door neighbour started freaking out, and he's like, oh fuck, that's old mate. Him and his friend two outed me at a football game a while back. And I'm like, hey? I'm like, fuck that. Get him now, brother, while we're here. Fucking have a one out with him. And he's like, oh no, I don't want to fight him, bro. Full shit himself. My next door neighbour was a tall cunt too, and it's like, you fucking faggot. So I stuck my nose in and I pulled old mate up. Anyway, me and old mate started having a crack there and then. Pretty good fight too. Honestly, he was no slouch. He was a pretty good fighter. I ended up getting it over him, but fuck, he was just too tough. He wouldn't stay down. So I remember getting tired and I pulled a knife out of my back pocket. I ended up holding him down and I said, that's enough, cunt. Stay down, fuckhead. And take your jacket off too while you're there. Full turn into a robbery. Full rolled him. So anyway, I had that knife on me, but that knife wasn't for any gang bullshit or anything like that. It was because my granddad had give it to me, and I used to take it down the bush and just cut sticks and fuck around with it. It's the only reason I had it on me. I wasn't even going to stab the fucking bloke with it, to tell you the truth. Anyway, he's handed the jacket over and it was too easy. But I remember him saying to me, I'm going to fucking get you next time I see you, cunt. You wait till my boys are with me. Ah, fuck you boys. Get out of here, dickhead. Anyway, I went home. I went to McDonald's, went back home. A couple hours later, there's a knock at the door. Now, my old man actually was onto me when I come home. He seen the jacket and he said, where'd you get that jacket from? Oh, my mate give it to me. He's like, it fucking want to have. He goes, because if I find out otherwise, he goes, I'm going to get you. Yeah, fuck it, me mate give it to me. 2 hours later, old mate and his dad are knocking on the door for the jacket. The old man answers the door. Hey, what's up? Hey man, look, I'm so-and-so. This is my son. Your boy apparently rolled my son down the bush here with a knife and took his jacket before. Is his jacket here? Yeah, it is actually. My old man walked inside and said, you're fucking dead. Went, grabbed the jacket, handed him the jacket, had a bit of a conversation with the old boy. And I remember my old man saying, I'm going in there to deal with him now. Don't worry about that. They took off. My old man come inside and punched the fuck out of me. My old man was tapped. Didn't smack me. He flogged me like a man, right? It is what it is. You live and you learn, mate. So fair enough, I copped the hiding from the old boy for doing that. I thought that was the end of it. I didn't see old mate that I pulled the knife on again for a good year. A year and a bit. Well, the next time I seen him, he was massive. He'd had a full growth spurt, hit puberty, the whole lot, man. And here I was, this skinny little whippet cunt with a squeaky little voice still, bro. I didn't even have hair on me nuts yet. And this cunt was looking like a man the next time I seen him. I knew I was in some Barney, and it was what it was, bro. He had a few of his mates and that with him. Cut a long story short, he punched the fuck out of me, man. I've still got a chip taken out of my cheekbone to this day where he got me. Like full blew me up like that. My face was... Got me a beauty. Took me Air Mac 90, threw it in the bush. I couldn't find the cunt again, so I took the other one off, threw it down the drain, but full peppered me. Him and his mates. All good, no worries. Fucking fair's fair. I wore that one on the chin. I knew what it was for. Whatever. Couple months later, I remember walking around the area and one of his mates, who I didn't know was his mate, has jumped over his fence and chased me with a knife, like a fucking flexi knife, one of them fishing knives, man. Full long skinny one. And I remember just taking off, bro, because he was pissed. He's like, you want to pull knives on cunts? And he's just running after me. I'm like, fuck this. If he sticks me with that thing, man, I'm gone. Bang, off I went. Didn't catch me and I was gone. I ended up being mates with that cunt, actually. Not long after that, but not then. Anyway, so that happened. Fucking few months after that, I'm walking around Mount Druitt Shopping Centre in the bus stop area. And this Islander lad that I knew, but was mates with this other cunt, has pulled me up. Just come walking up to me, bang, grabs me by the scruff of the neck, pins me up against the pole, and gives me a jab in the mouth and said, that's for fucking pulling a knife on old mate. You're lucky that me mates aren't here because we're going to fuck you up. They were in a gang. He said the gang name, and I knew who they were. And he goes, you're lucky they're not here. He goes, because we're going to get you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I remember having a little chat with him and just saying, look, old mate's already got me. Fucking, man, me old man flogged me because of it, bro. He's got the jacket back. I said, just leave it, man. Honestly, like, this is unnecessary. Old mate had a bit of a soft spot for me anyway, and I know he did because I'd seen him heaps of time before and after that. Was what it was. He had to do what he had to do for his mate. Fucking off I went. So I'd been touched up now by my dad, by old mate that I pulled the knife on, by the Islander lad at the bus stop, and old mate chased me with the knife. Yeah? Anyway, I never seen old mate that I pulled the knife on again. I still have never seen him again. Whatever. I end up moving to Queensland. Come up here for a few years. 2 years or something. My uncle rings up and says, hey, you want a job down here, an apprenticeship doing some form work, and that's a good opportunity. Come back down, come live down here. Yeah, sweet, bang. So I flew back down to Sydney. Well, while I was up here in Queensland, I got bigger. I hit my growth spurt, all that sort of shit. Started boxing, punching on with full-grown men down at the pub, like, been about it. Anyway, went back down to Sydney, started working, whatnot. I remember I was at Mount Druitt Shopping Centre one day, and these two lads come walking up, and I seen them coming, and I remember them. They're the two cunts that were with old mate when he got me back and pumped me face up like that. So I sort of looked away and just fucking was hoping they'd walk past and just whatever. But I knew these cunts, mate. One of the little cheeky cunts that was there, just little mouthy fucker, mate. And I just knew he just could not bite his tongue. So they pulled up, sort of stood over the top of me while I'm sitting there talking to someone else and tried to bounce me, right? I'm not going to get into the whole detail with this bit. Just out of, not even out of respect, but because I don't want to act like a tough guy. But old mate was standing over the top of me, and he's like, here, bye. He goes, you remember me? I said, yeah, I remember you. I go, I remember this little cheeky cunt here. And he's like, yeah, what are you going to do, cunt? He goes, remember last time? Oh, this and that. And I was like, yeah, cool, no worries, man, all good. And he goes, what are you going to do? I said, nothing. It's all good, don't worry about it. Forget it, it's done. And he's like, nah, it's not done, bro. He goes, you haven't fought me yet. Well, old mate's fucking like 6 foot something now. And I'm like, brother, just leave it. Honestly, I said, I don't want to fight you, man. Just leave it, bro. It's all good. I said, I've been got that many fucking times. I said, just forget about it, brother. This was years ago. I'm 17 years old. What I'm talking about right now. This happened when I was 12. I said, brother, it was years ago. Just leave it. Nah, get up, cunt. I said, brother, trust me. Just leave it. He goes, why? I said, I'll bust you up, bro. I said, straight up. I said, I'll fucking flog you up and down this place. I said, just leave it, cunt. He started winding me up. Anyway, long story short, he said, get up, cunt. So I jumped up, done what I had to do, give him a nice little touch up, and chase this little cheeky motherfucker all around the shopping centre. They split, took off, whatever. There's a lot more to the story. His sister got involved, and they fucking tried to 3 out me, but didn't work out well for him. Whatever. Well, in that punch up where his sister was there as well, as I'm hitting her brother, I've hit her as well. Not in the face or anything, but in the shoulder, and apparently it went off her shoulder and skimmed across her chest. And she's made a big fucking fuss about it, and I'm gonna get you got, and I'm gonna get this person and that person. It's like, fucking whatever. It's all good when you're punching me in the jaw 10 times and I'm fucking letting you do it, like, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, the fight ended. Her brother was fucking out here like that. Didn't end well, and I just walked off. I ended up moving back to Queensland and shit a few months later because I just started getting back into crime and all sorts of shit, whatever. I remember one of the boys, I was on the phone to him one day and they go, oh, remember that fucking old mate and that you got into down at Mount Druitt? I said, yeah. He goes, well, I seen or heard something about his sister said she's going to get her friends onto you and that because you fucking cracked her or you hit her and that. How the fuck did I hit her, mate? I said, you cunts were there. He goes, yeah, I was there. He goes, but this is what you... Does this thing ever end? That's what I was thinking, man. And this is the moral of the story. Did this thing ever fucking end? It was 12 years old. It was a mistake. I got punched up, man, good and proper, each and every fucking time. And right at the end, I said to old mate, let's leave it, bro. It's all good, man. I even looked away when I seen him coming because I didn't want to go there. You know what I mean? Like, but they wanted to carry on with it. But that shit followed me for a good 5-6 years, bro, honestly. And it was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, straight up, one of. Because looking back now, if I could go back in time and I was walking through that paddock again, I would have let old mate walk straight past and I would never have fought him. Would never have pulled the knife on him. I would have just let him keep walking and I would have minded my fucking business. Because it had nothing to do with me. It was this fucking weak cunt of a neighbour of mine who ended up being a dog anyway and full told on me for some shit later on anyway. But whatever. Would have minded my fucking business and that would have never have happened, man. But like I said, brother, I've still got a chip taken out of my cheekbone where old mate got me. And it's a perfect case of what goes around comes around, man. But them knives